The newest Genshin update contains quite a few insane changes, one of which includes Fontaine's Chronicled Wish banner. Yeah, the devs actually did it. And in this video, I'm going to quickly cover everything you need to know about version 6.5, also known as Luna 6. So, it finally happened. After more than 5 years since Dragonspine was added, the long-awaited Dornman port will be expanding Mondstadt region in the game. I've been hearing about this place so much, and as an OG Genshin player, I feel obligated to fully explore it once it's out. However, it seems that another area will be added, called Temple-of-Space, and it looks quite trippy. There's structures hanging from the starry ceiling, and you know what that means? Scaramouche proving his point once more about the fake sky. Aside from that, we'll also meet up with Lowen once more. Seems like Hoyo loves to tease us with this medium-sized male model, but if that's not enough, this girl who kinda looks like Nahida but from Abyss was also showcased for a moment. Seems to be she's Animo user, but not much else has been shared about her, although it is clear that she's one of the upcoming silhouettes. Still, besides main story content, Linnea's personal quest will also be available. This one centers around some kind of Pokemon type of championship, and of course, Traveler's Poke will be Paimon. I'm really sorry about the horrible dad joke. And yeah, finally, new world boss will be added into the game. This one is called Watcher, Fallen Sigil, and the devs mentioned its materials will be used to ascend Linnea. New version, new events. And the major event of this patch will be centered around a trade expo happening in Nodcry called Where Waves Meet the Reef. A bunch of different cast members will show up, like Navia, Beto, and so on, and this event is made up of 3 parts. The first one is sort of a tower defense, where you also need to observe enemies' threat areas and place the turrets accordingly. In the second minigame, you will need to absorb and shoot bullets of different colors based on Numa and Usia mechanics. And then the third minigame will be a combat challenge. Beat up enough enemies by following some synergy rules, and unload a bunch of ballista shots from the sky. Finally, after putting in all the work, the main reward of this event will be a free copy of Jahoda, which is actually pretty sweet. I don't think I even have all of her constellations, and even at C0, she's quite capable. But moving over to smaller events, the first one called Rapid Capture will ask you to capture some footage of characters. And then the next one called Surveying and Mapping Challenge will be sort of a similar event we've seen in the past. Here you need to locate hidden loot by, well, surveying the terrain. The devs are also adding a bunch of new anecdote stories, one of which I believe includes an encounter with none other than Jean's and Barbara's father. Dude's a legend if you ask me. Other than that, Genius and Vacation TCG will be adding new character cards and a bunch more stuff, and then as always, Leyline Overview will show up sometime later in the version. You can see the whole schedule of the upcoming events here, so soak it in for a moment, and then let's move on to the new banner stuff. This is one of those updates where Geo believers will be eating good yet again, because even if Zibai previously was already outputting some serious DPS, hey, now she will have a premium support. That's right, Linnea is the one and only new unit of 6.5 update, and she's a 5-star bow user. Her main part of the kit will be the elemental skill, where she summons her super cute companion Lumi. If the skill is tapped, Lumi shows up and deals damage consistently, while also sometimes delivering lunar crystallized damage if there are moon drifts present. But the skill can also be tapped repeatedly, and instead, Lumi will be summoned in its ultimate form and unleash one big hammer strike on the enemies, delivering a ton of lunar crystallized damage. Still, regardless of how Lumi is summoned, as long as she's on the field, enemies' geo resistance will be reduced. On top of that, Linnea by herself also improves everyone's lunar crystallized damage, and also boosts elemental mastery. And yeah, that means Linnea also enables lunar crystallized reaction by transforming hydrocrystallize. It's kinda sad to see 5-star units are the only ones so far who enable lunar reactions. Hopefully at least one new 4-star will be able to do that as well. Anyway, outside combat, Linnea also can help mine ores faster, and she's also able to capture critters without the need of the net. Pretty cool. Finally, her burst seems to be just a big healing ability, and I believe it also refreshes Lumi's duration. Oh, and get this, by completing her personal tasks, you can then pin different badges to her backpack. Hoyo is getting more and more comfortable with introducing some light customization into the game. Hopefully, they will also do this for previously released units too. But yeah, overall, Linnea looks quite insane, and I will be releasing her early access showcase video pretty soon, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Alright, this leaves us with the banners. In Phase 1, Linnea and Chaska will be the featured 5-stars along with their signature weapons, while in Phase 2, both Lauma and Nefer will be rerunning. Honestly, these banners are super stacked. It's no secret the game has been going crazy with the power creep, so if you're a meta-oriented player, Phase 2 is looking especially juicy. But hey, pull for whom you'll really enjoy. And as I say that, this brings us to the Chronicled Wish banner, featuring various Fontaine units and their signature weapons. So we're looking at Emily, Clorinde, Navia, Sigewinne, and Linnea. It's a decent cast. Navia is probably going to be the one who will feel the most modern in terms of meta, since Linnea for sure will help boost her damage, while someone like Emily is more of a specialized unit you'd bring to burning teams, but I do like to pair her up with Kniech. There's also Clorinde. It's no secret her DPS is not up to the current standards compared to someone like Flynn's or Varessa, but hey, I personally enjoy Clorinde's playstyle, and she's quite fun in Chevra's team comps. There's also Linnea. Honestly, I barely remember anything about him, but I believe if you pull Durin, he should be great with him. And then finally, this leaves us with Sigewinne. She's a character in Genshin, but I'm sure there's one viewer out there who can convince us why it's worth pulling for her, so let me know in the comments. All in all, there's a lot of ways you can drain your Primogem reserves in this upcoming update, or you can stay strong and save up. Such is the life of a gacha gamer. Okay, finally, I'll go through new Miliastra stuff quickly. I'm never sure if you guys care for it, but I do want to try and include everything from the live stream. So yeah, a bunch of new devilishly good-looking 5-star costumes will be added, and then you can also earn some rewards and a free 4-star Academy-style outfit set. As for the actual changes, lobby's capacity will be increased, and then people who are creating the stages can now add new special effects, skyscapes, sceneries, and even the UI can be modified with a lot more sleek options. And that's about it. I'm kinda surprised yet again with no quality of life changes. Maybe Hoyo devs are saving them up for Snezhnaya, but I feel like they could add something minor like, I don't know, artifact loadouts? I'm sure nobody ever suggested this before, right? Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I am super excited to go and explore Dornman Port. Anything that has to do with Mondstadt is a must for me. Also, are you guys like me and just keep on doing daily, weekly stuff over at Mondstadt? Well, anyway, be sure to press the like button on this video and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye!